You owe it to yourself to be the person you were meant to be. You owe it to yourself to live a life that's fulfilling, meaningful, and filled with purpose. You owe it to yourself to break free from the chains of doubt, fear, and complacency. It's all about taking control, and guess what? The first step is realizing that you have the power to change your life. Self, worth, and purpose emphasize how discovering and understanding your true value is key to setting the foundation for success. Your purpose is the anchor in the storms of life. Let me tell you something, folks. If you don't know your worth, you'll never know your purpose. You are not here by accident. You were created for a reason, and the moment you understand your own value, you unlock the power to change your entire life. See, too many people walk around unaware of the greatness inside of them, and as a result, they let the world treat them any kind of way. But here's the thing. If you don't know your value, how can you demand respect? How can you expect success? How can you even believe you deserve better? Self-worth is the foundation of everything you will ever achieve. It's the fuel behind your drive and determination, and I need you to understand this. You are worthy of success. You are worthy of happiness. You are worthy of all the things you've ever dreamed about. But the first step is realizing that. When you truly believe in your own worth, that's when you begin to see life differently. You stop accepting mediocrity. You stop letting people put you in a box. You stop listening to the naysayers who tell you you can't. And here's the deeper truth. Once you realize your worth, you also realize that your purpose is already inside of you, waiting to be unlocked. It's not something you have to go search for. It's already there, waiting for you to connect with it. Your purpose is the thing that makes every struggle worth it. It's the thing that keeps you going when everything else tells you to quit. When you understand your worth, you see challenges as opportunities to grow, not obstacles to avoid. You owe it to yourself to tap into that potential, to recognize that you are worthy of success. Don't wait for the world to tell you what you're worth. You already know. Now, go out there and show it. Overcoming fear and doubt, Steve Harvey often talks about how fear holds people back from reaching their full potential. The challenge is to push through fear and doubt, knowing that your future is built on overcoming them. Let's talk about fear for a moment because I need you to understand something crucial. Fear is real, but it's not the problem. Fear is just a feeling, and feelings don't control your destiny unless you let them. What I want you to understand is that fear is not your enemy, it's your teacher. It's showing you where you need to grow, what you need to face, and what's standing between you and your greatness. When fear shows up, it's because you're stepping into something new, something bigger than what you've done before. And that's exactly where you need to be. Now, too many people get paralyzed by fear. They sit back, they wait, they hesitate, because they're scared of failing, of being rejected, of not being good enough. But let me tell you something, failure is part of the process. If you're not failing, you're not trying. Fear is a sign that you're about to break out of your comfort zone, and let me tell you, nothing of value happens in your comfort zone. When you embrace fear, when you learn to look it in the eye and move forward anyway, that's when you start unlocking doors you didn't even know existed. And here's the thing about fear and doubt, they're both rooted in the future. Fear tells you that you're not going to make it. Doubt makes you question whether you're capable, but I need you to get this. The future doesn't exist yet. Fear and doubt are not based in reality, they're based in your imagination. So the next time fear shows up, I want you to look at it as an opportunity to grow. Don't shrink back. Don't play small. Don't let fear tell you what you can't do. You are bigger than your fear, and you always will be. Remember this, fear doesn't hold you back. You hold you back. When you realize that, you can start moving through fear like it's nothing. You owe it to yourself to step past the fear and into your greatness. Keep moving forward. Accountability and responsibility own your mistakes, your choices, and your life. It's important to accept responsibility and not blame circumstances or other people for where you are. Let me tell you something. You're the only one responsible for your life. There's no one else coming to save you. No one's going to hand you success on a silver platter. And when things go wrong, when the road gets tough, you can't keep looking for someone to blame. It's easy to blame your circumstances, the people around you, your upbringing, or the government, but listen, that's a trap. Blame is a tool of the weak. It keeps you stuck, and you cannot afford to be stuck. Taking full accountability for your life is empowering. When you take responsibility for where you are, even if it's not where you want to be, you regain control. You stop playing the victim and start becoming the architect of your own future. But here's the hard truth, no one owes you anything. Not your family, not your friends, and not life itself. Life doesn't owe you anything. You owe it to yourself to show up, to put in the work, and to make things happen for you. Now, don't get me wrong, there are circumstances outside of our control. Things happen, life throws curveballs, and sometimes you get knocked down. But your response, that's on you. Your ability to get back up, to learn from it, and to move forward, that's on you. If you make excuses, if you play the blame game, you'll never move past the struggles. The minute you own your decisions, every success, every failure, every mistake, that's when you unlock the power to change your life. You owe it to yourself to stop blaming the world and start taking full responsibility for what you can control. It's your life, your decisions, your future. The moment you accept that, you'll see everything differently. When you step into your full accountability, that's when the doors begin to open. You owe it to yourself to own your life. Investing in yourself, remind the audience that they must prioritize their growth, education, and mental well-being. You owe it to yourself to make the necessary sacrifices today for the life you want tomorrow. Let me tell you something, folks. You are the best investment you will ever make. That's not just a feel-good statement, it's the truth. When people talk about investing, they often think about stocks, real estate, or mutual funds. But the most important investment you'll ever make is the one you make in yourself. If you're not putting time, energy, and resources into your own growth, then you're wasting the most precious thing you have, your potential. Listen, I know it's easy to get caught up in the distractions of life. The job, the bills, the responsibilities. We all have those. But if you're not carving out time to invest in your education, in your mental and emotional health, in your skill development, then you're not living up to your potential. The truth is, if you're not improving yourself, someone else is going to leave you behind. The world moves fast, and if you're not actively getting better, you'll get left in the dust. Investing in yourself means more than just learning a new skill or reading a few books. It's about making the commitment to be better today than you were yesterday. It's about choosing to take that extra step even when no one's looking. It's about saying no to things that don't serve you and yes to the things that move you closer to your goals. You're not going to get the life you want by doing the same thing you've always done. And here's the kicker. You owe it to yourself. The person you want to be, the life you want to live, is all dependent on the investments you make right now. It's your time, your energy, your focus. No one's going to do it for you. The question is, what are you going to invest in today that's going to pay off tomorrow? Remember this. The best ROI, return on investment, you can ever get is the one you make in yourself. Start now. Taking action. Talk about the importance of not waiting for opportunities to come to you, but instead creating them through persistence and hard work. Here's a simple truth that too many people overlook. Nothing happens without action. You can dream all you want, you can plan, you can hope, but if you don't get up and do something, nothing is going to change. I don't care how good your ideas are. I don't care how great your intentions are. Action is what moves you from where you are to where you want to be. And not just any action, consistent, deliberate, focused action. I want you to think about the people who have achieved great success, whether in business, in life, in relationships. None of them got there by waiting for things to happen. They took risks. They made mistakes. They worked when others were resting. They kept pushing even when the odds were stacked against them. But here's the kicker. They didn't wait for a perfect moment. They didn't wait for everything to line up just right. They acted in spite of the uncertainty, the fear, and the challenges. Now, I'm not saying you should act recklessly or make hasty decisions, but there's a difference between waiting for the right time and waiting indefinitely. The perfect time doesn't exist, folks. If you wait until everything is aligned perfectly, you'll never move. You need to take action now with what you've got where you are. That's how you learn, that's how you grow, that's how you make progress. Every step you take, no matter how small, moves you closer to your goal. If you really want something, you have to go after it. Stop waiting for permission. Stop hoping that someone will give you the green light. The green light is already there. It's within you. Take that first step today and keep moving forward. Remember this. Action is the bridge between dreams and reality. If you're serious about your future, get up and start walking towards it right now. Gratitude and perseverance emphasize the importance of being grateful for every step of the journey, while maintaining the perseverance to keep going even when things get tough. Let's talk about perseverance, because this is where most people fall short. It's easy to get excited when things are going well, when everything is flowing, when success is in sight. We're all in. But what happens when life gets tough? What happens when the road is long, the setbacks pile up, and the obstacles seem insurmountable? That's where true character is built. That's when you separate the ones who really want it from the ones who just wish for it. Perseverance isn't just about enduring. It's about thriving through adversity. Here's the thing you need to understand. Every successful person has faced rejection, failure, and disappointment. But the ones who make it, the ones who push through to the other side, are the ones who didn't quit when it got hard. They didn't give up when everyone else told them to. They got knocked down, but they got back up. They learned from their failures, adjusted their approach, and kept going. And you know what? You're going to fail too, but failure isn't final. It's feedback. Every setback is a lesson in disguise, a chance to get better, stronger, smarter. You see, perseverance isn't about having the strength to go through something. It's about having the strength to keep going when you don't feel like it. It's about being grateful for the tough times because they are molding you into someone you need to be in order to achieve what you want. Every challenge you face is preparing you for something bigger, something greater. It's making you stronger than you were yesterday. So don't look at your struggles as obstacles. Look at them as stepping stones. Don't see them as setbacks. See them as setups for your next big breakthrough. Here's the truth. Perseverance is the key to transforming your dreams into reality. You don't give up when it gets hard. You get up, keep moving. The finish line is closer than you think.